Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Rose. This month we've been talking about the seasons and some of the things that happen on farms, like apples growing and pumpkins growing and decorating pumpkins. And we also talk about how the farmers are growing and things are finally ripe and ready to harvest. So let's talk about scarecrows, and let's make a scarecrow mask. Remember, we've learned about scarecrows are made of hay, and they're stuck on a pole all day long, and their job is to scare birds away so that the birds don't eat all the seeds and the different plants or flowers starting to grow. So let's create a mask. You will need the template that I sent you of the scarecrow face in your bag. You'll need the little bit of hay. You'll need a paper plate. And you'll need a piece of red and blue. And don't forget your crayons and your scissors. Of course, you'll do those with mom. So, when you make a face or a, let me show you. When you have a scarecrow, if you look at it, from our head down to our face, our eyes are in the middle. See that? They're kind of cut right across the middle of us. So you will start there on your template by adding how many eyes? That's right, 2 eyes. And imagine it being kind of right in the middle. And if you look at my face, there's about 2 fingers between each eye. So put your fingers down on your plate and make 2 eyes. I think I'm going to make ovals right now. And maybe they'll change when I actually start to cut out. So I've made my 2 ovals. Maybe I'm going to make some other shape I know, like a triangle, 3 points, right? So let's add that. And I'm just sketching right now. You're going to go over this with your crayons. And then you might have a mouth here. And remember, Scarecrow is usually made out of all borrowed things. So this is probably going to be a potato sack on a farm, and it's somebody's old hat. And so it's usually sewn. So we try to make it look like stitches on there. So start by coloring your face all yellow. Sometimes I use my pinching finger to make it go faster. So I'm going to color my face all yellow. You can do it whatever color you want. Maybe I should have a board for you to see this. So you could also go darker with orange if you didn't like that. And then you're going to take your marker, and you could add that a little darker if you're sure where you want it to go. And then your little, okay? Now, then your eyes, you can start coloring in all of your eyes. Maybe I'll go a little darker here with orange, because I'll show you a little bit more on that. Now, let's add a hat. Okay. You're going to make some sort of hat that goes on there. I've actually done that, and I made it a little rickety because, you know, these are old clothes that we might be using, and then I glued that on there. Put a little glue on my hat and adhere it down. Okay, and then, I need a scarf. So I'm going to try to imagine how that might look on there and cut it out from the back side. Once you do that, you can make little marks on it. There they are. Let's take a look. You could trace it. I've made something. that looks a little like it's blowing in the breeze. And then you take your marker and make lines on it. Okay? And then maybe lines the other way. Like it's kind of like a tablecloth, okay? And then you can adhere that on down here. But remember what they are made of. Remember we've been looking at what the farmers cut in the fields and then they use to stuff the animal. That's right here. Stuff the scarecrow. So I don't have my, I gave you all of my stuffing. So I went outside and I got some leaves. And I might add a few leaves there just to make it look like, why don't I put that on so you can see the end item. Then you're going to take your plate and make the eye holes on your plate. And do that carefully with Mom. You're going to imagine that it's in the middle of your plate too, just like your eyes are on the middle of, and then I'll stick a few leaves in there for you and show you what I'm talking about. So we've stuffed our okay, you're going to do this much nicer, of course, at your house. But now I want to adhere it and make it into the mask part onto my plate. Cut your plate down the middle, not cut it, but lightly score it. We call that with a pencil, very gently. And then imagine, again, my eyes, 2 fingers right here. And then you're going to cut that out there and there. And then when you attach it onto here, you can cut them both out together or match it up. And then you're going to stick it on a post. I've sent you popsicle sticks. You tape a popsicle stick on the back of yours so that you can hold it up and recite your poem and entertain your family. I hope you have fun today doing that. Enjoy your day. My little skin.